crime analysis, which in my interpretation from my military experience is a force multiplier. It turns and it focuses the information so that law enforcement officers can execute it out on the street. And if the mayor feels that it's okay to dummy that down and the effects of politics, that's wrong.
Tim Strunk, a war veteran dedicated to his city and to his country, but who has been thwarted in his dedication by pay-to-play politics and the undermining of the civil service system. This story begins with this man's employment as a dispatcher for the Buffalo Police Department and as a member of the New York Army National Guard. In 2004, Tim was deployed to Iraq as an operations officer with the Engineers Brigade, working with the Intelligence Division investigating bomb sites as crime scenes in an attempt to identify and track the bomb makers. Upon returning home from Iraq, Tim assumed his police dispatcher duties, continuing until 2007 when his master's education in forensic science and his military experience in data analytics was recognized and rewarded with a promotion to the job of provisional crime analyst in the Buffalo Police Department, pending his successful completion of a civil service test. It was a promotion that lasted but 2 years.
I left for 2 different back-to-back military training exercises so I could be promoted to major in the military. On March 17th, I was told to report to the commissioner's office, which was at that time McCarthy, at which point a document was sent across the table which basically stated, effective midnight tonight, March 17th, 2009, you will go back to reporting as a dispatcher. I was shocked.
The reason for this man's demotion had nothing to do with his job performance or his professional credentials. Rather, it was a manipulation of the 1 in 3 civil service rule, in which any of the top 3 scorers in a civil service exam can be chosen to fill a government job. But in this case, he has been passed over 4 times, despite scoring first or second in the test results and being the most educationally qualified of all job applicants.
I have scored number 1 on multiple other tests within the department. Most recently, they did the same thing to me, being number 1. They worked their way through the system and hired the number 5 person. That person had connections within the department, and every time I get a response, it's pushback and it's a smokescreen. No one in the department at any level has ever either given me clear understanding of why I am not a crime analyst other than I don't have juice, that I don't play the game, that I don't press the flesh, that I don't pay my way forward.
Pay to play.
Pay to play. If I play that card, then I am no better than the people that I am saying are doing the same thing. I, on my own merit, got an education at an advanced level. I scored number 1 or number 2 on the list, which automatically says that I have to be considered, and I am a veteran. I served my country. I served to remove a despot, a government that was about oppression, and this is a very slippery slope in comparison. How come I've come back here to be treated like this? Why do I sit here right now at this very interview in fear, adrenaline running through my body like it did in Iraq for my job? Why do I have to sit here in fear that once this is released, that I am going to suffer under retribution or potential departmental discipline because I dare expose at least what happened to me? And for anybody to assume that if it's just happening for me and that's all it is being naive.